terms of you finally gave up a point, I know that'd be kind of a bummer, but obviously not a touchdown. When you did give up that field goal, was there any kind of feeling, oh man, it's over, or did you just feel like eventually it was going to happen? You could. It's not like you go the rest of the season without giving up a point.
I mean, as defense, it was it was disappointing, but I mean, at the end of the day, we won the game, and that's all that really matters. That's the only stat that really counts.
In terms of, I don't know if you guys as players really pay attention to it. I know your coach probably tells you not to, but tomorrow night the BCS poll is going to be released, and you guys are expected to be really high. Is that something that you do pay attention to and you do follow, or at this point, because you're older, you just say, there's nothing I can do about it, who cares?
I know me personally, it really doesn't make me any difference. I really don't pay attention to it. I know I have people ask me all the time, people tell me, and I'm like, oh, really? It's really not a big deal to me. I don't really pay attention to it.
Do you think it's I do, and I think a lot of people do think it's really good for college football, the fact that you guys and Utah and Boise State are really kind of screwing things up. This is supposed to be not about you guys. It's supposed to be about Texas, Nebraska, UCLA, and all these other AQ schools. Do you guys take pleasure and pride in the fact that you're ruining it for those people?
I don't know. It's pretty good, to be talked about. But I know our whole focus is go out and play every week, and control what we can, and then the rest of it will take care of itself. And so.
TJ, thanks for your time.
No problem.
Defense created a couple turnovers this week. What did you see with Jake Keeps that were you able to pick anything off on him that you could see it before play?
No, not really. We watch a lot of film during the week, and we just tried to go out and execute the game plan, try to anticipate what we thought was going to happen and everything, and hopefully it worked out. And
Coach Patterson was talking about on defense, all these other guys being able to come in and fill spots, Colin Jones, Karen Cuba, DJ Enley had another sack today. Just talk about the twos and how much they've improved from the start of the season.
They've improved tremendously. I mean, from going from last spring, in 2 days, we go in, like our whole deal is, prepare as if you are going to be the starter, and everything. And so we don't expect any letdown, like when others come, like when we rotate people in to play, we like you to play just as good as the person that you're rotating in for. And so just to have them step up and, to play as well as they did, like it says a lot about what we're trying to get done here.
Is it difficult for you at all? I mean, you've played with 4 different guys now in those 3 safety spots back there along with you. Is it difficult or is it pretty seamless transition?
It's pretty seamless. It's like I look up and I don't notice who's in the game. I just make calls, and then like they make a great play or a good play. I look over and oh, that's who. I didn't even know that they had rotated in.
And you probably haven't watched a whole lot of tape on Air Force yet, but you've played them a few times as a senior. How much different is it playing against that triple option than traditional offense?
It's always different. It's always a pretty interesting week preparing for Air Force and leading up to the game. Just the triple option in general. Not very many people run it these days, and Air Force is really good at what they do.
Talk about this shutout streak that you guys happens tomorrow.